Hello, everybody. This is Swati live from New Delhi. I'm going to be here for about 3 more days and then I'm going to be traveling to Los Angeles. I'll be talking to you from there the same time that you're used to. If you have any email or comment or question or disagreement, do email me at tomeditatetogether@gmail.com. tomeditatetogether@gmail.com. And now today, we are going to get to a beautiful meditation. Some of the questions that I've had, I'll postpone it for after this meditation. Before we actually begin this meditation, I want to tell you the origin of this type of meditation. This is actually an activity, a mindful activity. It's the walking meditation. The person who has made this walking meditation really well known and a loving mindful activity here is Vietnamese monk Thich Nhat Hanh. He is a Zen Buddhist monk. And what he has done is he has made the loving kindness, compassion, and that sort of joy as the primary message of his teachings. A loving little monk. When I think about Thich Nhat Hanh, a story comes to my mind. And I think you will enjoy that story too. So there was this woman, and this woman was a tough little woman. She used to invoke her prayers to Buddha 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. And one evening, she was sitting and time came for her prayers. So she went and she started doing her invocations, which basically meant invoking the name of Buddha. She started doing it. After a couple of times, there was somebody at the door, and that person kept saying her name. Mrs. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, are you there? She had just started praying, so she kept going. She decided to ignore this person and she kept going. But this person just wouldn't give up. He kept saying her name. After every 2 minutes or so, he would say her name and say, are you there? Are you there? She went on, but after some time, then she got really frustrated and angry. Even then, she decided to continue with her prayers. Finally, this man just would not give up. So she said, she was so angry. This woman, she was so angry. She threw her gong. She got up in anger, stormed outside, and she said to this person, don't you understand? I'm invoking Buddha's name. And here you are. Can't you even wait for a few minutes? Can't you be quiet for a few more minutes? And the guy outside, he smiled and he said, I was calling out your name for about 10 minutes and you got so angry. I wonder what's happening to Buddha. You have been invoking his name for 10 years. I love this story. What this story means to you, do write to me. Think about it and do write to me. And now our walking meditation. This meditation, I'm not going to do it with you because I would like to stay in front of the screen, guiding you through this meditation. You, on the other hand, you can stand up. And before you stand up, if you want, you can just post a hello to me so I know that you are there and you want to walk. Let's walk in front of the screen as in the room. So let's go in circles. You don't have to actually go outside for this specific time. However, this meditation, if you do it outside, it's even better. So just stand up, balance yourself on 2 feet, and feel the weight of your body. And notice your whole body balancing, grounded, firmly planted on the earth. Just notice. So now, start walking slowly, 1 foot at a time. Plant 1 foot ahead and then the second one. But normal pace, slowly doesn't mean it has to be excruciatingly slow, but just not very fast if you're used to rushing. Not like you have a goal and you're trying to go somewhere. There's no destination. Just slowly, normal. And now start noticing the sole of your feet and your ankles. 1 foot ahead, notice the sole. The second foot, notice the sole. I put forward 1 foot, I notice. I put forward the second foot and I notice. Notice whatever muscles, whatever ways in which they are moving when you put your foot forward. Notice the bottom of your feet, the bottoms of your feet, and keep going. And now slowly move towards your shins and calves and notice how the muscles in that part are reacting to your walking. One foot, notice. Second foot, notice. And now notice how your knees are reacting to your walking. Notice if there is any ache or pain or any specific motion you feel in your knees and keep moving. One foot forward, I notice. Second foot forward, I notice. One foot forward, I notice. Second foot forward, I notice. And now move up to your thighs. And notice how your thighs are reacting to your movement. What muscular movement you feel in the thighs. One foot forward, I notice. The second foot forward, I notice. And notice your hips. Do you feel them contracting or any other muscular movement? One foot forward, I notice. The second foot forward, I notice. And now notice your tummy. Does the tummy move when you walk because of the movements? One foot forward, I notice. The second foot forward, I notice. And now notice your chest. Does the chest move, or do you feel anything because of your walking? One foot forward, I notice. The second foot forward, I notice. Notice your shoulders. Notice if they are relaxed or crunched. Do they move? Is there any subtle or obvious movement you feel in your shoulders because of your walking? One foot forward, I notice. Second foot forward, I notice. And now notice your arms. As you're walking, your arms may be moving a little bit. Generally, when we are walking, we do use our arms. But today you're walking slowly. So you may not be making use of them as usual with that much movement. But even then, there will be some. And notice. One foot forward, I notice. Second foot forward, I notice. And now, notice your entire body if you can as you're walking. And as you're walking, notice which part of your whole body grabs your attention. If there is any ache or pain anywhere, or any muscular movement that is noticeable, any pressure or any pleasant feeling, just notice. And then pay attention to that part of the body as you are walking. One foot forward, I notice. The second foot forward, I notice. One foot forward, I notice my walking. The second foot forward, I notice my walking. I feel my body as I'm walking. And whatever you're noticing, say that to yourself as you're gently walking and noticing. I'm noticing this. I'm noticing movements in my hips. I notice that I have a slight backache. I notice that I have a very comfortable, warm feeling in my tummy. And after every few minutes or so, you can again start noticing your body, starting with your feet. Starting with the ankles and the bottom of your feet, start noticing and then go upward just the way we went upwards the first time. So gently, one foot at a time, you notice that particular foot. second foot and you notice that particular foot. When you move on, you notice right foot forward, I notice the right shin. Left foot forward, I notice the left shin. In the same fashion, keep going upwards and cover your entire body. And there could be a rhythm, or maybe not. But you're noticing this wonderful thing we are able to do, which is to walk, to use our body and to walk. Wonderful daily activity. If you add just a few minutes of mindfulness to it and slow down, that will be a great pause to a busy, stressful day. Or even if you don't have a busy, stressful day, walking can be a joyous activity once you start noticing in this way. One foot forward, I notice. The second foot forward, I notice. Keep walking for 2 more minutes. One foot forward, I notice. The second foot forward, I notice. One foot forward, I notice. The second foot forward, I notice. And you can stop walking if you wish and come back here. And now, because I mentioned Thich Nhat Hanh as the main person, I would like to tell you about a book that he has written. If you guys are interested in mindfulness, it's a very nice introduction to mindfulness. It's called Miracle of Mindfulness by Thich Nhat Hanh. If I find it right now, I would like to show it to you. That is, if I find it. In fact, that book is available. Looks like the PDF of this book is available. I hope I can do this. Okay. I think you guys can see it. Introduction to Practice of Meditation, The Miracle of Mindfulness, Thich Nhat Hanh. And it says the description, and I think it's apt, in this beautiful and lucid guide, Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh offers gentle anecdotes and practical exercises as a means of learning the skills of mindfulness, being awake and fully aware. From washing the dishes to answering the phone to peeling an orange, he reminds us that each moment holds within it an opportunity to work toward greater self-understanding and peacefulness. And that's exactly what we have been doing here. We have been learning different mindfulness activities. And in each activity, we are going to find a meaning that otherwise we would not be able to see. The things that we do every day can be meaningful, can be enriching once you start noticing. And just like the poem, 5 chapters, autobiography of 5 chapters says, once she knows where she is, once her eyes are open, she can get out of the hole faster. And that's where the joy comes from. I'm going to see you tomorrow now. Of course, tonight as well, my time. Tonight it will be a recorded session, but I'll be back live tomorrow morning. And guess what? We are going to start our meditations tomorrow morning. When I say tomorrow morning, I'm talking about India, 7:30 a.m., which will mean 7 p.m. in California, Saturday evening, California, and other places in the world will have other times. Eugenia says, for the walking meditation, the feeling was most clear in the feet. Sometimes when going to other areas, I was less certain where exactly the feeling were coming from, though they were feeling aside from the feet. Yeah, I think, Eugenia, you're absolutely right. That is a normal or common experience. And I'm glad that you put it out there. But you can imagine when you're walking, let's say from your car to home or car to the office or wherever you're going, generally we are rushing or we are lost in thought. We don't pay attention to our walking. But do it just for a few minutes. If you find specific time to do it as a meditation, a walking meditation, walking activity, that will be even more wonderful, I think. Sometimes what I do, and I want to tell this to Eugenia, sometimes what I do is when I'm doing walking meditation, I keep noticing only my feet and my shins and calves. I don't always cover my whole body. And that's okay too. And I say in my own mind, 1 foot forward, I notice my foot. 2nd foot forward, I notice my foot. And I really am noticing the bottom, the feet, and the shins and calves. And a lot of times when you're walking slowly, in fact, what happens is it can be a massaging type of a feeling too, when you're doing it very slowly. And it can be a grounded feeling. There have been questions about the posture When it comes to mindfulness activities, of course, there is no partial. The question was, when we meditate, do we have to have a certain position? Now, this is a question I would like to answer tomorrow when we actually start our meditation practice. So I'm going to see you all tomorrow. I would like to say bye to you right now. And if there is any question about walking meditation, please, please, please ask. Send me an email. I would like to have emails from all those participants who have been regular and have been coming on, and also who are new and they have come on air. I would love to get emails from you to meditatetogether@gmail.com. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later tonight or tomorrow morning.